be so close? Why so close to me, huh? It's weird. Feeling naked. Just woke up a little bit ago. Been laying in bed, doing I think the Japanese morning thing. You know, where you take time to wake up, just lay in bed. You don't ever just like jump out. That's so great. Just lay in bed, man. Just relax. Get up early. Go to bed a little early. Get some sleep. You know? Why is that so bad? We always get like, I'm gonna stay up all fucking. No, okay. I mean, if you're an all night person, then just stay up all night and then sleep all fucking day. But then when you wake up, just kind of take it easy when you first wake up. You don't have to be like, oh shit. Why do we always do that? We always do that to ourselves. We give ourselves just enough time to, oh shit, out the door. That's fucking bullshit. Wake up, man. Have your coffee. You know, chill out. Catch up on some news or something. You know, life's just not that important. It just isn't. Whatever you got going is just not that important. I promise you. If you're like with a spouse or something, it's not as important as waking up and having a good morning with that spouse. Because when you start your day, it's how your rest of your day is. That's why. Speaking of, I'm about to make some coffee. That's why I came up with the coffee formula. Because when I was in college, I noticed that if I had my coffee every morning, and like I didn't have a formula. I had a rough formula, but I didn't have like a scientific type formula for the right cup. You know, the right cup. And so it became inconsistent. And because of the inconsistency, when I get like a perfect cup, it was always a great day. When I'd have a bad cup, like I mean, when it was ruined, like there's grounds in it or whatever, because it's the same coffee maker, same stuff I would do every morning. I'd have a shitty day, and I started noticing the correlation between the two. Okay, so I just have coffee in the morning, and whatever that's like, because I didn't have a formula. If the coffee's good, it's gonna be a good day. If coffee's bad, it's gonna be a bad day. There should be variables for that to be true, though. You know what I mean? Because you can have an okay day, you can have a pretty good day, you can have a fucking all, you can have the perfect day. If you have a perfect cup, there's a formula to make the perfect cup, and it at least gives you a really good cup of coffee all the time. This formula just works over and over and over to get you a good cup of coffee. The only reason why you could have a bad cup of coffee is you're having a bad day. You know what I mean? So that there's some energy with that day is off. And at least if you're prepared for it, you know what I mean? If you're prepared for it, you're like, oh, it's gonna be a bad day. So when that person cuts you off, like it's all right. I was expecting you. See, it changes the perspective on everything, and then you laugh instead of being like, someone cuts you off and flips you off, and like, it's a bad day. I told you, I knew it. I knew it was gonna be a bad day. That cup of coffee sucked. I poured that shit out and started a new batch. Now, if you drink the whole fucking thing, you're gonna have a bitter fucking day. But if you pour it out and start another fucking thing, like, God damn it, my luck, because you don't have any time, you're out the door. Like, oh, fuck that. Pour that shit out. Start a whole new batch. I don't know what went wrong, why the grounds are in there. The grounds are in there. I know how to make it so the grounds don't go in there. I don't know why there's grounds in there. It's gonna be a bad day. Why did the filter collapse? All right, so we got to get a fucking one on top of that. I'm tired of these filters and like when not having coffee when I want coffee, but I don't have filters. So I gotta get $5 for a fucking reusable. It'll probably wear out eventually. I mean, if I got like one of those $10 ones or $15 ones, it probably last for a long time. This one's cheap as shit, but I can use it for a year or two and then throw it away and don't have to get incredible. But I've been watching documentaries about Palestine and Israel and the lie that set up the Middle East. And it turns out we, hey, what the hell? Rotation is locked. So now it has to go this way? Why is that orientation locked? No, I said it'd be horizontal. Oh well. We'll just switch things up. I don't care. It shouldn't allow you to do that, but it does. Maybe I'm broadcasting on your wall. I'm broadcasting sideways. That's awesome. I love that shit. If I could just go upside down, that'd be really good. Yeah, there we are. Kind of. I might be upside down right now. That's cool. So we'll just do the rest of the thing like this. How about that? All right. So what I was doing was watching that documentary about. I like hanging upside down. I hope I am. I really hope I'm upside down when I watch this back. Um, watch people try and turn the thing around. Like they jump in. What the fuck's going on? I don't know. He's upside down. Turn it around. No, it's not working. um, that'd be really cool. But I will. Um, yeah. I watched that thing about Israel and Palestine. And it was the first thing they taught was like the history that the Jews teach, Jewish people teach. And then they taught like basically kind of like what happened with history and stuff. And then you can kind of see exactly how history unfolded. One plus one is definitely two. And then you find out that like the British and the French and whatever chopped up during the wars, chopped up the Middle East with no plans of giving them anything, but convinced each people, their tribal people, that they were on their side. And by being on their side, like, look, we'll help you, we'll give you this, we'll give you this. But they were all working together in the background. They were pitting these people who had idealistic problems with their tribal people. And they got to the level where tribal doesn't work, you know? Not as well as the domination of an empire. That works. Yes, some are left behind, but only the ones that do not work for the empire. Exactly, you know what I mean? Other than that, you'll be fine. As long as you hail Caesar, you'll be just fine. Just hail Caesar. You'll be fine. But they promised him independence, and it didn't go that way at all. So what ended up happening was that they divided the lands, and just like with they did gerrymandered shit. Just like with gerrymandering, they did not fucking care. It was what was advantageous for them. Now, of course, maps aren't really real, especially if you've charted out. Once we fight for this, we'll give you this, and then they tell other people, once you fight, you'll have this entire part. But then you give a little bit to contend to both people, so it's still fair, right? It's still fair. They both have equal amounts, but part of your amount is in the middle of their amount, and part of their amount is in a bit of your amount. There's been a war going on between these two people for a long time over ideological reasons over who owns that land. For a long time. Who owns the Middle East? The Palestinians? Well, let's look at this. Palestinian was not there until the Romans conquered Israel and Judea. So, now if you think about it, if the Jewish were right, well, then all you'd have to do would be to change the Torah a bit. Just a bit. Just a bit. And it's not really about the original God. It's about this guy's coming. And that's who we worship. And therefore, if you do not worship him, then you are wrong. And now this Roman anglicized version of Judaism is born. Catholicism. Or am I wrong? Am I wrong? The Romans crucified Jesus. Now, if you decide to commit over to that, you decide to switch over to that religion. Right, I get that my dad and my dad's dad put him to death. But if you think about it, he had to. If we change a few words, he had to. My dad had to kill your brother. But we're also got to put that you guys. So we blame the Jew. Okay, it wasn't. This all happened. We have record of this. I'm an emperor. I have record of this man. I came here to investigate it myself. What is this nonsense about this man saying he's God? I hear about it and this whatever. He says he's the son of God. Who is this son of mine? He goes, reads it and goes, I'm a son of his. Or his dad's also. Right. That makes a lot more sense in my head, honestly. Just being honest, that makes a lot more sense. Because that's the way I feel. I feel like I don't feel like necessarily that I am God, but I feel like God was my dad. This guy wasn't crazy. Feeding if we can control that, what is good to give to the poor? That'll work. If we control that, that'll work. Okay, so they believe in witches too. It's witchcrafts and spells, makers of spell. Okay, so I believe that's really got me terrified. I'm very afraid of witches. So we're gonna really harp on that. You know? And then we gotta change things around so that way it looks like you know what? Paul persecuting people. They weren't persecuting Jesus' people, they're persecuting God's people. The Jews. We persecute my people. If we change it to be Christ, they're persecuting Christ's people, not the Jews. Like he doesn't care that the Jews are getting okay. Ashkenazi Jews set up in Warsaw. Lord Rothschild, who was a British Jewish person. Then rumors are going around about how the Jewish have all the money and run everything. What is a Jewish marketer? You know, I mean, a guy who's good at money. You know, like Jewish accountant, banker. Very good at it. You know, like they are. They're really good at it. They're going to keep their mouth quiet because they don't. It's not their place to stop someone. You know, and or they don't have the morality to stop someone. Their job is to do the numbers, to make the numbers work. They're paid very well for this. Eventually, they have most of the fucking shit because they can account for all of it, right? So they're very good. They're very good at accounting for all of it. Even the loans and all that shit. They're very good. They've got it all working out. Hey man, what? You ever notice that the bankers? Yeah, they're all Jews. What? I mean, there's a few of us in there, but not many of us are in there. Did you get paid? Yeah, but how much are they getting paid? Oh shit, I see what you're saying. They have all my gold. I deposit all my gold in their bank. And they grab me pieces of paper? I'm gonna try and get my gold back. See what they do. If they freak out. You know what I mean? Then yeah. We can write you another check. But like, yeah, sure. You can go. I'm gonna call back. Your account is for 500. Yeah, there you go. Fractional reserve has already started. And then like these fucking Jews, they're smart. No one is coming in to get. What if we take it down from take it down to 50%? We're basically printing money out of nothing, and we're still backed. 40%. Come on, man. 30%. Dude, seriously, it's getting impractical. It's getting if you want to go down 20%. No, there's not enough money to back it at that. You know that. If even half of the people come in, there's not enough money to back that. 10%. As long as there's not a run, as long as people don't get like scared and whatever, it will work out. We can run at a 10%. It's just be printing us money. Oh, well, they'll be printing you tons of money. As long as there's not a run. Yeah, as long as there's not a run. We can make it work. We can do it. But it needs to, like, there never to be a run. What would a run be? People calling in their debt all at once because the money is there. But if they want it, it may take us like a week or two to get it, and then to make some adjustments. Oh, right. So if everybody came in at one time, you've only got 10% of what they asked for. Yeah. Well, now I fucking own you. You compromise yourself. See, if you would have held firm at 50 or 40, it'd been plenty of money. But they just said 30%, 20%. They didn't say you have to. They never said you have to. You're like, because you're the banker, I can make it do that. Good, then I can get rid of you after I fucking. I don't like you being around all my gold all the time. I'm trying to think that might be true. Plus, with the devious scheme that you just came up with like that, it's devious. How can I trust you around my money? You divide the Israeli. It was all about conquering. See, they had conquered when they left Egypt. They conquered Canaan. And they were conquered. Then they conquered back. They came back from Babylon and conquered. Then they were conquered again. And then, in the ultimate betrayal, they weren't subjugated, but they were kept a close eye on by dividing the land up in such a way that would ensure. And see, then you can sit from the west, like when you don't have those fights going on, they honestly don't know that they're being played by all sides. They don't have, we have all this dramatic betrayal, twist and joy, but to them, betrayal is like you don't keep your fucking word, and then it's, you know what I mean? They'll lop your hand off. So therefore, they don't really fuck around like that, do they? Now, the top tier people are fucking around like that. No, 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 but they are, you know what I mean? Just like ours are. No, you must be morally pure. I'm a good president who's slept around with my wife many times. Or in the past is sleeping around with their wife right now, but I've got to present as a good guy, otherwise you will not listen to me. Well, actor, Hollywood, you guys aren't afraid of actors in Hollywood? No, they say the words that I like to hear, right? They say the words I like. If the words I like to hear come out of their mouth, I love that actor. If they say anything I don't like, get them off my fucking screen. They shouldn't even be making movies at all. Ever. Never, ever, ever should they make any movies. They should make any content at all. Now, there's just stuff that's just hateful and just destructive and deceitful and lies. That there's no need for that. There's no need for that. Fuck, I might go back to sleep. Um, but I am tired, and I made my point that the whole Middle East thing has been a position of privilege on our part to look over and not have to deal with that. And comparatively, our lives look wonderful. You see what I'm saying? That's the main point. Is to look over there and go, oh, God. Yeah, I don't want to leave. Why? You're a willing prisoner. They open the jail doors, and you go, ugh! That doesn't look like jail at all. No, I like my prison. This is a whole. No, I'll just shut the door. I'll stay here, where it's safe, where I understand the language, where I understand the people, the cultures. Just shut the cell door. I'll just sit here. I'll get my little box, and I'll find a neighborhood where nobody fucking knows me. I don't get to know anybody. I just keep to my own. You know, it's cool to how cool it is to have neighbors that you know. It's fucking cool. You don't gotta go hang out all the time. If you walk out your door and like, hey, it's so much better than walking out and just kind of keeping your head down and, hey, man. Hey, thanks for doing my driveway the other day. The snow blowing, I appreciate that. Rob, man. You know, it's awesome. It'd be really cool. Like I said, there's an area around here that'd be really cool for like barbecues and stuff like that. There's a side, like on the side of my house, is a really, really nice plot in open sky to do like stargazing. But there's a big goddamn. There didn't used to be. There's a big fucking street light right there. It doesn't ruin. I mean, it ruins like a good. Mm, it doesn't matter because it's a grocery store not too far over there, and they have like night lights that they run. And sometimes they just fucking just mega watch. They're not even open. It's like, why are you doing that? You guys getting robbed? If you guys are getting robbed at night, then maybe you should do something other than light up the store. Just an idea. Night vision. So they think that they got away with it. The main thing is, yeah, you want to prevent crime, right? You want to prevent the actual crime. But if you think about a grocery store, if they're breaking in after night, after dark, wouldn't it be better for them to get away with it and for you to have a perfect description of it? Get drones on the roof. As soon as someone breaks in after hours, it triggered the fucking drone to take off into the sky, out of sight, above vision, above the average vision. Maybe above cloud cover where it can only do like fucking reads, but the thing is already tagged the target, facial identification, recognition. They get everything they want. I think they got away with it, but hovering, waiting for them to leave, and tagged, geolocated to them. And if they have a cell phone or any kind of signal on them, any kind of thing, a watch, any kind of electrical thing on them. Fuck, even just their person, if you can identify enough. Once it changes clothes, if they leave and change clothes, it updates the profile. Because the drone is just watching. Okay, he drives. Okay, he got out of the car. Switched to another car. Smart. Drove down there. Switched to another car, went the other direction. Smart. Right on. Oh, but he lives in the neighborhood. That's why he had to hide everything. Okay, cool. And there he goes driving into his house. And cool. So let's send a police force to go there now. You know? So as he's pulling in his house, like, oh yeah, there's no way. Oh fuck! How? Don't worry about how, asshole. Get on the fucking ground. Yeah, we'll take all the stuff you stole too. No, you're not gonna die. And you light him up with that pepper spray shit. It's a pepper spray dye that drones can see really well, and that cops like their lenses can be polarized to see it. You don't see it at all. It's like having big fucking red stains like all over you. You know. So as the cop's in there with his glasses, they're just polarized to filter out the light. It causes this red to shine through. So if you see a guy running around in red, freeze! Immediately that he's been tagged by a cop. Only cops have this. Very high tech. Very high tech. To a cop, he looks like he's just gushing blood, like he's been lit up. Tap 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 tap. Oh yeah, cops, go ahead and unload on him, because then your drone follows that electrical signal that's on the shirt, and combined with the heat, the drone will do all the running, and then you just wait till they stop running, and you converge on the scene. No need for someone to die, and then we can actually see what actually happened, because running from the cops is not a capital punishment. Stealing food is not a capital punishment. Disobeying the cops, no matter your skin color, it's not a capital punishment. It's not a capital offense. Hell, shooting the sheriff in Bob Marley's song. He even got to write the song. He shot the fucking sheriff. But he got to write the song because he did not shoot the fucking deputy. No, I'll admit I shot the sheriff. The deputy, no. No. Because Sheriff John Brown always fucking hated me. I don't know. Every time I plant a seed, he has it dug up before it can grow. It's not him, he has people do it. I know it's him. So yeah, I shot him down. If I'm guilty, I'll pay. But I didn't shoot that guy there. See the difference? He didn't do nothing wrong to me. The deputy, he didn't do nothing wrong with me. The sheriff is a dick. And you can make distinction. We all can. We all have that capability. I like this. I don't like that. I can take this. I can't stand this, but I can take this up to a point. Once it crosses that point, like that motherfucker, I want you dead. And it's also all individual. And you can't tell me what's too far. You're not supposed to hate. Fuck you. And why do I have it in my heart sometimes? For loathsome things. Oh, it's okay to hate pedophilia. It's okay to hate rapists. It's not okay to have them still running around in our society. Again, if we had those fucking people out of society, can you imagine how great the earth would be? The people that try and do stuff like plan to separate Israel and Palestine, a state for the people who conquered Israel and then were conquered and refused to leave. And they were given Israel and then were conquered and refused to leave, swearing it's their land. We conquered this already, like, yeah, and we conquered you back. But we conquered it first. You conquered us first. We conquered Canaan first. We're the Canaanites. No, you're not. No, you're not. But that's a good lie to make you keep fighting us. Isn't it? What if your God isn't even real? Oh, you could. No, we can. We can say that. Because we keep conquering you and thriving despite the fact that you camp around us all the time. Despite the snakes in our own midst. We still keep thriving. He'll encamp God's people on all sides. In other words, Americans, all these people, Americans are like Palestine, free public. You don't know what's going on over there. You just see people getting bombed in what you think they're civilians. Look, they can be civilians and not be so innocent also. If your government puts a military base right next to your schools, is that your fault? No. If your government puts military and military bases in a hospital, is that your fault? No. Especially if you don't even know they're there. But that way you make civilian targets, enemy targets. So that the oppositions, all the people around the optics of it, are you're bombing innocent people. You just went off in a rage. We didn't do anything wrong. So you keep conquering us. But if we can control the perception of you, they'll help us conquer you. You've gone too far this time, Jews. You've gone too far this time defending yourselves. Oh, I know we attacked first and we didn't do. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, it was kind of ham-handed and ham-fisted, and we kidnapped, and we still have the bodies of Americans, and we know that. We know that. We know that. We know that we've been sending 50,000 mortars, rockets, and missiles your way over the last 10,000, the last 10 years. 50,000. That's 5,000 a year. They strike back with 3 missiles, and you guys go, that's not fair. They're just better at it because they're equipped by the United States. Where do you think they got the fucking Iron Dome? Where do you think Reagan got the idea for the laser? Star Wars? It's an Iron Dome for America, so if Russia tries to fucking bomb us, we blow it up midair. We needed them to try it out because they're always at war. No one ever attacks us. We had to make sure the system works. So we gifted them the Iron Curtain. The Iron Curtain. Why? As we can call ours the Golden Dome. It's already paid for. We even know where the Russians are going to attack the power grid. Oh, we've got this aging power grid. We haven't just never been. We need to. And when you do, just punish the states that don't upgrade. Update. Texas, you got to update. It works just fine. Update. Well, we don't want to raise taxes. You might want to update. The missile might get through. We know for sure we have the system in place. We know it works. Whether or not it works in the right, it should work. We have faith it'll work. It'll work. If it doesn't, everything's been updated, so it's not really a weakness anymore, except for Texas. Texas will be out. Knows everybody else was still fine, but Texas is out, and Cancun cruise. Oh, pardon me, I'm so tired. God, I want my baby here just laying beside. Fuck, that'd be so good. Does it curl up? You know, it's cold. It's cold. I don't even want to get out and get coffee yet, but I'd get up and get coffee and tea. You know? Gladly. I'm going to lay back down. I'm going to take it easy and watch more TV because there's some interesting things happening and it might be coming to a close very soon. What is it, Tuesday? Is it Tuesday? Yeah, it's Tuesday. Who knows, man? There's some paperwork that's supposed to be dropped off to Congress, and this would sign Trump's fate. He'd be 100% revealed if this happens. I don't know when the paper is coming in, but Congress has subpoenaed Jeffrey Epstein's birthday book, which supposedly has a letter from Donald Trump. We've all read the saying of what's in there. Now we just got a subpoena. They've had their hands on the Epstein stuff, right? Unless they didn't have their hands on the Epstein birthday book. You're so worried about the blacklist, the client list, the blacklist, the client list. Bitch, all we gotta do is prove. Think about it, Epstein. All the stuff Trump said, I don't know him, it's a hoax, it's a Democratic hoax. All we have to do now is prove that you knew him. You knew what he was doing. You came in on the false premise. Birtherism. Because Republicans keep their hands on the Epstein file. Democrats may not necessarily even know it's there because they're worried about the people and stopping child predators, but they're not trying to stop the child predators, you know? The higher ones that are letting it happen, the ones in authority, the ones Trump was talking about. When you're rich, they let you do it. You might not have known it went that far, that bad. Maybe they did, and it's just been, they gotta catch him. And he's a snake. He'll say all kinds of shit. He probably has lies on lies on lies to cover his lies. Probably why he doesn't sleep very much. He knows it's closing in. He knows it's closing in. He knows the people are not going for a stupid little fucking charade. They're not going for any of it. If it's such a dangerous place, like they said, why did you just have a military parade there where you invited the entire country to come? Why? Because nobody came. Oh, I know why nobody came to my birthday party. This place is crime ridden. I did see a lot of homeless people and stuff out there. If we got rid of those people, they'd all come flocking to me. Okay, so we won by a majority. The people that lost, that didn't vote for Trump, like I voted for him the first time. I was mad when he lost the second time. I was glad he lost. And so when it came time for the third time, I did not vote for him. and so many thousands of people. Hey, it just needs 20,000, right? That's all she needed last time was 20,000. So I just won't, I won't maybe I'll vote for nobody. Fuck, why did I vote for Kamala? Why was I such a fucking, why was I so pighead? Other ones like, I know I voted for Kamala. In that booth, it's just me. I talk shit outside because I didn't want my friend. There's a lot of friends that are fucking, but even they seem kind of weird, and I think they're gonna do the same thing. Especially if they're together. Like, I voted. Yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy too. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Right? Ooh, he's gonna do it. It was fine to cheer for the losing team. You know? Oh man, well, let's just hope it goes better, with Kamal up there, and then maybe it won't be so fucking bad. Are you kidding? It's good. Well, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I just thought maybe Well, I think America's stronger than. That's what I'm saying. We made it through Joe Biden. We made it through Hussein Obama. Obama Hussein. Bro, we made it through that fucking guy. Maybe we'll make it through a woman too, man. America's strong. We can come back. We'll get him. We'll get him next time, right? We have a better candidate, and they just ran a good. They ran a good camp. You gotta admit they ran a good. You gotta admit they ran a good campaign, man. That was electric. People were. No, I wasn't interested. I wasn't into it, man. But like all the stars and celebrities, they showed up. And that's how you do it, right? That's what we got to do next time. No, I'm not changing over. No, no, I'm not even avocado. I'm not eating avocado. Fuck you. I'm not eating avocado toast. Even though it's fucking delicious. I've already had it. It's fucking fantastic. Not all the time. I don't want it all the time, but goddamn, is it good? I heard avocado toast. I'm like, what? And then they're like, oh, you avocado toast. I'm like, whatever you eat in the breakfast is what you eat for breakfast. Who cares if you eat avocado toast? I got my mom's house. She's having it. I was like, oh, you got the avocado toast? Like, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm like, yeah. Pretty goddamn good, man. What the fuck? Man, you gonna need that goddamn avocado. Here, put it in your mouth. It's like a chip bread. It is like a chip bread. It's like guacamole on a toast. Shut up. It's fantastic. Use some flavoring. I got dressing. You got salad dressing? Yeah. Guess what fucking works on avocado toast? I can put some ranch on it. You can put ranch on it. Shut up. It's breakfast. If you don't eat it every day, then avocados are no. You're down south. Avocados are the cheapest they'll ever be. Oh, that's right, isn't it? Yeah. It costs more to eat avocado toast up here, asshole. You're down south where shit grows. We're up here where it grows half the year, and then you go inside half the year. You don't know our struggles up north at all. You think it's fucking hot winters? I mean, hot summers are. Fuck you. You take off clothes and go to the beach and shit. We do that. We do that up here during summer. During spring, we go down and sit on the beach and get tan for the summer because it's warm enough for that. But you put your foot in the bay and you can go ahead and chop that fucker off because it's frozen. It don't work no more. Oh, man, the bay around here is so fucking cool. I'll have to film it, but it's like these ice sheets form on the bay, and like with the waves underneath, kind of cause it to break, and then like the ice comes sliding across the top, and then it just looks like these piles of ice, and then it's so fucking cool to watch it. It's really cool, and eventually, sometimes it gets like completely iced all the fuck over. People don't go out on it, but I mean, if you were to go out in the right those shallows, you could walk on the water, but on the ice, you can walk on the ice, and then the deeper part is always cold anyways, so that tends to did not freeze as much, and if it does, like, bet it's like a thin layer. You get like a very hard winter up here, Sometimes the snow gets like, about hip deep, if it doesn't wax and wane. And even if not, it gets piled up on the side, on the side of the road. It's cool. I love it. I love it here, man, because you can get all the seasons. You get to go to the beach. You get to go the snow. You get to go do all kinds of shit. And I didn't get to do a lot of that. You know, maybe I'll start. Maybe I'll start enjoying this up here a little bit more, living a little life, and yeah, you know. I found a bar downtown. It was so amazing. I think I said that earlier. Yeah, I said that earlier. It's an Irish pub. I walked in, and as soon as I started going downstairs, I needed a pack of smoke, so I was at the bus stop and I wanted to smoke a joint. And so I went to like the first bar, and I walk in. I walk to the waitress, the first person. I'm like, this is gonna sound crazy, but there was a time when this wasn't crazy. Do you have a book of matches? And they're like, because they're like like a millennial, like, no, I don't think we do. I'm like, it sounds crazy, but in the '90s, it was not crazy to walk into a bar and ask for a book of matches. Have a good day, and I walk out. So I go down to the Irish pub. I was about to go back. I'm like, fuck, I really want to smoke this joint. The bus is coming by like 30 minutes, and this would just make things great. And I was walking back, and I happened to see it says something. It looked like there's a pub or whatever, but it didn't look right. And then I look at this other sign. It's like okay, that it does say Irish pub. So I kick the door open, and there's these stairs that go downstairs. And I was immediately like, oh, I love a bar downstairs. Please, I tried to open the door, but it's probably not gonna be downstairs because I don't have that kind of luck to find a downstairs bar here. I don't have that kind of luck. I haven't found one yet. I love downstairs bars. There's just something about dropping down the stairs. It just makes you feel cool as fuck. It's like you're going underground. I don't know what it is. It's so dope. When you walk down the stairs, especially as a musician who's going to like a place that you play, it's like you know what I mean, like your main house. Like if I could become like the house band or something there, or at least a regular act, you know, 4 times a year, show up and play. You know what I mean? And get the fuck out. Don't stick around. Just play. Give out links to like Geardma's website and shit, and then just get the fuck out. Don't even give my name. I'm Geardma. I go by Geardma. If that Alex kid, get there with me and jam out. That'd be fucking dope. Even like just like a mellow night. I don't know. I don't know what kind of style he plays. He's gonna play like a blues style. And oh god, yeah, it'd be great. Just like all right, we got Alex up here. He's gonna be playing today, and we got a couple songs for you guys. I'm gonna be playing rhythm, and I'll be singing and doing some lead stuff, and he's gonna be keeping together while I sing. Just me and him. I love that kind of shit. It's like artists you work with. You're not necessarily in a band, but you work with on each other's shit to help each other out. It's collaboration. So yeah. Um, yeah. I walked down there. I was like, I did the same thing. There's a girl behind the bar, way way too young, but old enough to serve drinks. I'm just like, yeah, look your little one. And you had it's gonna sound weird. Do you have a book of matches? He's like, I think we have one. And she gets in. She's like, why? I'm gonna smoke a joint. And he goes smoke some pot. Jesus set you free, right? And I just take it and I walked away and I go smoke them a joint. And I was like, thought about it just to go catch the bus. It's like 16 minutes. I'm like, 16 minutes. I only use 2 matches. What if someone else walks in? Need some matches. So I walk back down. And I'm like, thank you. I feel so much better. You have a great day. You have a great day. But I walked in because I didn't even see anybody. I had my glasses still on. I was like, fuck. Because there was like nobody there. I'm like, this is fucking awesome. I looked over and saw the bartender. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, you're cool. This is the shit. I love this fucking place. I'm sorry. But wow. Anyways, you got a book of matches? Because it was, oh, it's so fucking cool. Kilkenny's, I believe. It's an Irish pub. Oh, I can even see like after a gig walking up out of those stairs. It's like, yeah. You need a couple places that would be like kind of like bass. You know what I mean? Because you play too many places at the same time. Like it's kind of like the same last time. We were like playing Kilkenny's, and then there's another place, and there's like one other place, and they're like very small hole in the walls, and just make that be like If you can get to kill, that's the thing is to have like if you play at Kilkenny's, you know what I mean. Your local your local royalty. They let it, but like a house band, like they rotate the Friday band is always the dope one of the dopest bands in the area. You've established a base of where it's happening, where all the lines go, But you don't want to focus it all there. You want to keep things moving. So you pick like 3 or 4 locations, including like an auditorium or something like that, so that everyone can go. So that everyone can go. And you don't saturate the market. If everyone's loving you around there, don't saturate the market. You have your albums. Do your singles, record those as best as you can, and save those not necessarily the skippers, but save some for the live show so people don't feel like gypped when they go see the live show. And all you can get is the singles. Yeah? Now you're creating a want, you're creating a need, you're creating a desire. If you're just constantly giving out shit, it doesn't have any value. But if it's a limit, and the only way nowadays to limit how much access you have to a person, you have to set that boundary now. Back in the day, the TV was that boundary. You didn't know nothing about their life. You know that person was gay. You know that person. Patrick Harris. If he had like a day-to-day update, we'd be like, Doogie, you gay? Nobody care. NPH all the way, dude. I don't care. But, you know what I mean? If we would known sooner. But that would have ruined his image. Has it? Has it ruined Neil Patrick Harris's image? No, his fans don't give a shit. Because I'm like, I wasn't trying to fuck him anyways. He's a good actor. What the fuck? The fuck are you talking about? I found out that kid from Growing Pains. Now imagine those people that are famous now that are just now kind of deciding to come out and say that they're straight. Now imagine a politician. Lindsey Graham. Other politicians. Even if you're bi, that has no idea, that has nothing to do with. That's why they get gender politics. Queer equals bad. So as soon as you hear I'm gay and I'm looking, I see you're trying to get those bad things. You immediately shut it off. You don't listen to anything at all. No, I'm trying to get your foot off my neck. It's not so bad. No, it's not so bad. Hi, I'm black. Oh, you're gonna want reparations. No, I want your foot off my neck, Christian. That's not so unreasonable. Hi, I'm a Jew. You're going to try it? No, we have freedom of religion here, and I respect that. The only one who doesn't are the Christians. Everyone else respects everyone else's religion, except the Christians, and they are 80% of the population. But only 40% of them harass other people. 40% of them get it. In other words, there are dicks in every fucking category. Every kind of person that you can have. There are fucking assholes of every kind. It's not a race. It's not. There's not one race that's worse than the others. And if it was, they'd only be worse than the others because they think they're better than the others. Again, you have a doctor thinking they're more important than the patient. If you serve food and you're mad that the customers come in, get out of the food business. If you're a doctor and you don't like fixing bones, get out of the fucking nursing. What the fuck, man? If you're a cop and you're not willing to die for your beliefs, Take the fucking badge, the uniform. You don't deserve to wear that gun. You're a threat. You're not serving and protecting. You're serving and protecting the system. That was never your job. Your job was to protect us from the system. That was your job the whole time. You were not to become a fucking wolf. You were to be the shepherd. We're to be the sheep. And you protect us from the fucking wolves. Well, we can stop a wolf is to become a wolf. No, a shepherd with a goddamn slingstone. A slingshot. Kill every wolf. You may lose some people. But the point is the wolves die. You don't become one yourself and start dining on the sheep. Fucking sick bastards. Yeah, you need Jesus. You need Yeshua. You need God to come into your life and take the stumbling blocks away. Wipe away the blinders because it's very obvious how dumb you're acting, America. It's painfully obvious to history and time how stupid you are, how misinformed, how uneducated. They're all going, dude, you're falling for the propaganda you bought and brought into the fucking thing from the Nazis. Project Paperclip. What would you know about your own history? Because learning stuff is stupid. It's not as important as street smarts, is it? You can't learn everything in a book. Well, you can't learn everything in the fucking streets. Grow up. You need to be balanced. You have to have both, asshole. Street Smarts goes, that book doesn't sound right. I don't care if it's the official book. I got Street Smarts, motherfucker, and from everything else you said, 1 and 1 is 2, and you're trying to sell me 3. Fuck you. Then you need to explain where the extra 1 comes from and why we had to subtract the 1 to end up with 2. Because there's an extra 1 hanging out there, and you're telling me it's 2, and it's not. And then you're just carrying that over and hiding it over the fucking 2? Is it 2 to the first power? Because that'd be 4. Okay, then what the fuck? Is it a fraction? Because that is not 2. It's either an equation or something going on. That's where street smarts come in. So look at their fucking intelligence and go, bullshit. This is wrong. No, we have 40 scientists. I don't give a fuck how many scientists. Just common sense says that's wrong. Common sense that says that wrong. You said that even E equals MC squared can never be proven, right? Never be proven. You can never get this thing up to that fast. Theoretically, there are ways. So therefore, you got to solve for what the fuck, then what is mass? Well, mass is just energy moving at twice the speed of light. When a thing moves on a set path, a BB, imagine a BB, moving twice the speed of light, this size, twice the speed of light, is on a set path between here and here. No other course. And that path does this. You know what I mean? That path does this. It is energy. That path only does this and make it whittled away, and then with time, the wood breaks. Then you have the Odysseus's ship or the hammer or whatever the fuck that thing is. Right? You replace a little piece here and here and here and here. Is it really your dad's boat then? No. Put simply, it's not even theoretical. It is your boat in the shape of your father's boat that you redid. Half empty, half full, very simple to solve. I'm a half full kind of guy. I'm a half empty kind of guy. We're both half empty, half full kind of guys. Am I drinking it? Yeah, it's half empty. Am I filling it? Yeah, it's half full. You guys are stupid. You annoy the shit out of me. Is it tomato or tomato? How do you feel like pronouncing it? Okay, is it layer or is it liar? Those are 2 different words. Tomato is nothing. Tomato is a thing, But if you decide to call it a tomato, you can do that. A potato. I will see your lotto. You can do all that. Do you actually play the lotto? You play the lottery. Is there another lotto? Another meaning that we all use commonly? No. That is a whole lotto. Get your car in my parking lotto. We'll have a bowl of cream and lottos. I'm gonna play the lotto. All right, can you give me 2 tickets? So is it lotto? Is it lottery? What's oh yeah, tomato, tomato. Right. It's just depending on how you feel like fucking. It's kind of a slang. Yeah. Is it a good day? Was it a fresh? Was it a dope? Was it epic? Was today a monster? Was today a beast? Did you slay the dragon again? Did you knock one out? Huh? Did you kill it? Did you wreck it? Did we get confirmation that you wrecked it? High five. You did. You wrecked it. Like, I wrecked it. Is she saying? No. Check with her. Anyways, if it turns out that he said that he's not in that book, he doesn't draw. Drawing is not his language. I don't do that. I don't do that. That's not what I do. That's not my thing. I don't draw naked ladies, and I wouldn't draw pubic. That's too crass. I wouldn't do that. That's not my thing. But I wouldn't though. And they find the goddamn birthday log. They find the envelope. They find the postal service that delivered it. They time and date stamp it to the Jeffrey Epstein timeline because it's got a postmark of some sort. Oh right, his 50th birthday. What was going on right around then between the two of them? Was Epstein already on investigation and already talking to him about Donald Trump? Things to ponder. Things